Guys, is your trading exciting and new, just like the theme from the Love Boat for those of you who are old enough to remember it? If it is, I'm going to bet that you're not making money consistently in your trading. I'm Steven. I'm a former market maker and arbitrage expert. I'm getting ready to show you a deja vu video. It's literally the same video I shot yesterday, and I'll link to that video below in the description. This is what consistent, profitable trading should look like. Whether it's the setups I'm getting ready to show you now or another setup that you use, trading shouldn't be exciting and new. It should be dull and boring and profitable. I'm going to show you the fence bar trade. I'm going to show you the power bar trade. If you want the cheat sheet, I'm actually combining the cheat sheet for both the power bar trade and the fence trade on one sheet. So just comment fence in the comments below and I'll get you that combined cheat sheet via email. I'm going to show you both of these trades on the futures chart. When I start trading in the morning, I turn on my indicator, which is linked to in the description below. It's a power bar indicator that tells me when to buy and sell when a power bar goes off. That's the only thing I have on my chart other than the 20. This morning, the first thing that happened was a power bar trade just a couple of minutes before the open in the futures, which was about a 50-point gain in the futures. There was a power bar larger than the bars around it that formed at or near my anchor line, which is the 20. And what I'm doing is walking through the very specific, very boring rules that I apply. It cleared this resistance to the left and ended up in 2 times profit for the amount of risk taken, which is the size of the power bar. That much. I'll make this a little bit bigger so you can see it and don't get distracted by the ripping market. That's the first trade. The second trade that I'm looking for is the fence trade. I go to the 5-minute chart and then I'm going to trade it on the 2-minute. But to draw in this box, I draw it on the very first candle formed on a 5-minute chart. You can click the box in TradingView for those of you who don't know it and get the exact high and low to put in. I just draw it close to what that high and low is. And then I go back to the 2-minute chart to trade it. A lot of people ask me, why isn't this just the orb trade? An orb trade, you're buying when you break the top of the range. The opening range break trade is what an orb trade is. On the QQQ chart, this green bar actually finished a little bit outside of the range. That would have been a buy trigger in an orb trade. This is not an orb trade as far as I'm concerned. It has different rules. I'm looking for a break outside of the range, and then I'm looking for a retest of the range, and then I'm looking to either get long or short. What happened this morning was we broke the range, but there was no retest that finished outside of the range, so I didn't get a long trigger off of this trade. The next thing that happened was a short that's set up off of the fence trade here. Here are several moves outside the range, but nothing finishes outside the range. So there's no trigger for me in this trade. This candle moves outside the range, and then the next candle finishes outside the range. Right? It retests. I'll make it even bigger. See the retest in this candle? There's the retest. There's the finish outside. Someone asked me if the candle needs to be red or green. I answered in the comments, it doesn't matter. This is a great example of a green candle at the bottom of the range. For me, this is the entry for the short is here on the fence bar trade. When this candle finishes, the stop is halfway through this range, which would put it about, and again, I'm fine personally with about for what this looks like. But then once I see what halfway through the range is, I'm now looking to see if another stop makes sense for the short. What makes sense to me is the pivot high right here in this candle. It's also at the 20 as it's falling off. For me, that's the stop. So the risk now is this amount from here to here. That's the risk. And I'm looking for, usually on this trade, an ideal setup is to get 2 times the risk in profit, which puts it, basically down here. For the fence trade alone, it didn't quite get there. It got to 1.5 times the risk this morning. So it wasn't ideal, but still a decent trade. And on top of that, I had a power bar fire right here. This was 1.5 times the risk for that power bar. You have bottoming tails here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bottoming tails form. That's not a bad spot to take profit. Okay, so this trade and this trade. So 2 separate entries on 2 separate setups that are very well defined. Either one should get you into the trade if you're trading either one of the setups. This trade, if it was the fence trade, it ended up being, call it 50 points to be conservative. If it was the short trade on the power bar, it ended up being about 30 points. Again, I'm going through this pretty rapidly because I made this exact video yesterday because the exact same thing happened yesterday. Boring and dull. A power bar fired here. It was stopped out here. If you're using just the cross through a certain level, this was the stop. And you're not using a close through the stop. That was a stop. This trade lost about 20 points on the futures. Then another power bar fired here with 2 times profit levels up here. This was the entry. Again, for me, I just use my indicator. I designed it, so I use it. This was the stop down here. As you can see, we never got near the stop. This one ended up with 90 points of profit in the futures. We had another long fire here, which so far has ended up with about 70 points of profit, 60 points, 60, 70 points of profit. And that's it. It's the exact same setup I used yesterday. It's essentially the exact same video. The market did the exact same thing. If you were looking for something new and exciting today, I hope you made money in the market. I know if you watched my video yesterday and traded dull and boring, it was pretty hard not to make money today off of these setups. Again, clearly defined setups with clear rules of entry and stops and even where to take profit areas. I hope this video helps you. Again, if you want the power bar and the fence trade cheat sheet, I'll send you those if you put fence in the comments below. My indicator that I use is for sale. It is linked to in the description below. It gives these longs and shorts that are on my chart, as well as the take profit levels, as well as the stop losses. I hope this video was helpful to you. I'll link to the video I did yesterday, which is, again, a replay of this video. And if it is, please hit like and subscribe. And thank you for watching.